So I have been just doing some planning on my own and not filming it, but I do have a couple of things that I need to work on in my teacher planner this week. So I thought that I would share with you like how I'm using this now that I have it all set up, which planner is inside if you have not yet been watching, and then just everything as far as like, I've had a lot of questions about my particular teaching job. So I have a dry erase board in here or a dry erase sheet or something, and I had to take some students' names off of things to show this to you. So that's what that is. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get into it. So in here is my Socialite planner, and I love the Socialite or the student setup for my teaching practice, for teaching things. My particular teaching job, if you're unfamiliar or if you're new here, I teach in an online environment through a nationwide online program. So I'm an online teacher. I do teach at the high school level. I have 10th grade students this year, and I'm a licensed English teacher in the state of Oregon. However, I'm working in advisory and counseling right now. I'm an advisory teacher. So I really like the advisory counseling section of teaching. So it's a great opportunity for me, and I love my job. I love my coworkers. I love my school. I love everything about where I work. So that's the first question that I get all the time, is about online teaching. And then the second one is like, how do I interact or engage with my students? And the big one is through phone calls and what we consider or call live lessons, where we meet students in like an online classroom or what we consider to be a live lesson room. So basically what happens is we will schedule one-on-one calls with students. Our content area teachers do the same thing. So they schedule calls with their students and that kind of thing. So hourly things like sticky notes that are hourly or sheets that are hourly or even hourly stickers are very important to what I do in my job. So that's something that I utilize all the time, which is why I love these Socialite sticky notes. So I have those in there to start. So this is like a teacher planner whiteboard situation happening here. So I use this as like a week at a glance. And so I can see everything that is happening throughout the week. I don't necessarily need to like write down specific details because those are in my planner in more detail other places. But like, so for example, I teach live lessons on Mondays. Then Wednesday, I have a one-on-one meeting with my boss, like my direct supervisor. And then we have an advisory meeting with just our team on Thursday. And then we have an all staff meeting on Friday. So I can quickly, when I open my teacher planner, see what I have going on for the week. I will kind of update this as the week goes on, but this is a big important piece, and I'm very excited to have this in my teacher planner right now. Then I have the Socialite, just the Socialite to-do list one, and basically I chunk my job out into 3 sections. So I have things that I do for the advisory part of my job. I have things that I do for the high school success part of my job, which is the actual like elective class that I teach. And then I have things for our AVID program. And that is another thing that I work on. I'm on the site team for our AVID program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. And if you're not familiar with AVID, I'll link all of their stuff down below. But if you are in education, you've likely heard the acronym AVID before. So that's kind of how I chunk my job. So that makes this very perfect for me. So I can chunk things out and I can have my overall like overarching to-do lists, which can kind of flex and move around throughout the week. But when I sit down to plan on Sunday nights, I put everything that I need to do for the week on here in each section of my job. So you can kind of see that advisory gets most of my attention, then we go to high school success, and then AVID things. So, and AVID is gonna be picking up more because I'm gonna be helping with the tutoring sessions there. So there are gonna be more things, and like any teaching job, mine flexes and some things get more attention and sometimes, and then you kind of have to just kind of like, I don't know, you have to be really good at multitasking as a teacher. So that's what I like about this, is that I'm able to chunk my job into 3 sections, and it keeps me very focused and organized. So then next, We've just got like the main page for the Socialite, and I said that the Socialite planner is in here. So next we just have the year at a glance, and so that's just kind of there for reference. I don't necessarily utilize it functionally. I might add like highlighted things on there, maybe days off could go on there as kind of just a visual reminder. If anybody is in teaching or uses a year at a glance in a work planner, let me know how you use it. I would like to use it functionally. I hate having things in my planner that I don't use functionally. You know, you can't really, with some MAMBI things, you can't really take it out if it's on the back of other things. So then I just included a folder just maybe as like a placeholder. I do put some like teaching stickers in there, but I don't technically use this folder very much. But again, it does hold some of my teaching stickers, so that's a good thing. And then, so because we are an online program, we do host lots and lots of field trips so that students and teachers do get some of that time to interact face to face. So I'm going to be using this to track the field trips that I go on. So teachers in my school are required to go on 6 field trips. I try to go on more than that because they're fun as time allows, of course, but it's really fun to kind of get out into the community and meet students and families. So this is where I'm going to be tracking the at least 6 field trips that I am going to be attending. And then I also have the 2020 year at a glance. So that is just kind of projected planning. I might use that during the summer to kind of prep and plan for the upcoming school year. And then on this side, I just have one of the checklists on the back. So this is going to be so that I can kind of keep track of which students and families will be attending the field trip that I plan. So I will be planning a field trip this year as well. And so that is in there. Oh, next I have what I love from the Socialite, and I think so many of us planner girls love this from the Socialite, but I just love this so much. So this is my year at a glance, and I put everything in here from school days to field trips, and you guys saw me kind of prep and plan this. And yeah, this is just a great like yearly overview. So if I need to know something really quick, if I have a student on the phone and they need to know the last day of semester 1, I've got it very quick for reference right here. We do have it in a Google Doc. Most of our stuff is online, which is really nice and handy as an online program, but it's nice also to have kind of a paper and pen version that I can reference. I love that you can divide this January to June, and then you have the next part of the year on this page. So I could even, if I wanted to, I could just like, I could maybe even, because I'm not gonna use 2020, oh no, I would have to tape it. So I'll probably just end up like taping that together so that that part is gone and done. I don't have to reference the next school year, but then I'll have September, October, November, and December, and I will cross my fingers that there will be another Socialite-esque planner that comes out with something like this so that I can continue it during the next school year. I really hope there is. I love this. I love this so much. I would even buy, honestly, I would buy an entire planner and just take this out of there if I needed to. So then something that I do still need to do is I need to prep my dashboard. So we can do that during this video as well. So we'll kind of come back to that. And then I have just my monthly, and it looks a little bit bare, but that's just because we just came back from winter break. So not a ton is planned, but this is how I'm utilizing my monthly, and I like it a lot. So I have my live lessons on here. I have my meetings with my boss in here. We have professional development days. We have just all kinds of things in here, just little meetings and that kind of thing when semester 1 ends, all of that. So I just have my monthly overview, and then this is how I set up my weeklies. So this was the week of winter break, so it looks really, really bare, but I was doing a little bit of work, not too much over winter break, but just kind of staying on top of things. But like I was checking my emails for advisory stuff, I was grading papers for my elective class, and then I just put that, you know, we have days off, and then we didn't have anything necessarily down here in the Avid section. So that is what I did during that week. And then this week, it's a little bit more busy and filled in. So I sectioned this out, and so I'll show you a blank week so I can kind of talk you through what I did. So there's 3 shaded sections. So I use the first one for advisory stuff, then high school success, and then Avid. And then I use the white boxes for like checklist items if I need those. So, or overflow if there's a lot going on that day. So that's just kind of how I use it. I love the top 3 for the week. That's fantastic. This is going to be my call list or like students that I need to contact for whatever reason. I'm gonna put reasons to call students. So for example, if I have students with failing grades, I will be calling them and checking in because our semester ends soon. I have an academic coaching section, so I will be calling students in there just to check in. And then any students that I made appointments with this week, I will also be checking in. So again, we have advisory, high school success, and AVID, and it looks super full, but I love a full spread. So I just kind of will take you through the first half of my week. I have emails and stuff to do the first couple of days back from winter break. I do have a live lesson as well to teach the first day that we're back from break. And then I have a meeting. This right here is like the lesson that's being taught. So it's part live lessons that are taught by teachers and then part like online instruction that's already like pre-made that the students kind of click through and interact with that way. So this is just one of those sections. So the college entrance exams will be happening this week. So I will know that if students have questions about that, that's where that's coming from. I like to have the class schedule just in here so that I can reference it. And then I need to go and do some reading for AVID. Then we have a big staff meeting coming up. And so this is my checklist for what I need to bring to the staff meeting, and it just really helps me to stay organized. I have to leave here super early in the morning. It's about an hour away from my home, and I have to be there between 8 and 8:30, so I do have to leave rather early to beat traffic, so it's nice to have a list. And then these socialite sheets, I love them so much, and I've put this out there before, but I'm gonna put it out there again. I put it out there in the buy-sell trade group, and I will just put it out there. So if any of you have a socialite planner and you are not using these daily hourly sheets or you don't think that you're going to use them, I will buy them from you. I will take them off of your hands, whatever you need. I love these sheets. They are fantastic for what I do because like I said, I schedule calls with my students, and then it's nice to have the to-dos and the top priorities here as well. I did try folding it, but the sides aren't completely even. So I think it's gonna have to be a big sheet, or I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more. And then this is the last half of this week. So again, I didn't take you guys along while I was planning, but I kind of wanted to get a feel for like how I was gonna use it and just have some time to decorate. But I will go ahead and do that dashboard page with you guys. Let's just take a look, and I have all of my sticker books over here to the side if that is what we're gonna do. Let's see, I'm just gonna take it out and we'll work on it that way. So let's see, important dates to remember in January. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. And so I'm just gonna open, I guess we will need like the planner open. All right, so I'm just gonna open up to that like year at a glance page so that I can put in the important dates. So the last day of semester 1 is pretty important. Semester 2 beginning is pretty important. Those are like the big ones. We'll do our all staff retreat, and then we will also put in the first day back from break. So we'll just do, I'll just put in 1/7 back to school. Then let's see, our all staff retreat is 1/11. The last day of the semester is the 28th, and I'm gonna put that because I've been getting that question from students so much, and we'll just come down a little closer so you guys can see a bit more. So 1/28 is semester 1 ends, and then 1/31 is semester 2 begins. And then I'm gonna leave, I think, this jot it down space potentially empty. I might decorate it actually and put like one or two little things just as like motivating pieces. So I love, in this new Boss Babe sticker book, I love these little laptops because they work so well for so many things and they look like my computer. It's so cute. So we'll just put that right there, laptop, and then we'll put like a quote, run the day, don't stress. We'll put don't stress, because I think that's important to remember. And then let's see, I wonder if, is there a header in here that talks about like goal setting or anything like that, or because while I like note to self, I kind of would rather it be like my monthly goals. So I think I'm gonna change that up this month. I might go back to note to self next month, but I think I'm gonna change it to goals. Okay, and so for this month, I would like to have 100 phone calls with students, and that is kind of like a combination. So when I say phone calls, I mean live lesson attendance, I mean text messages, and then I also mean phone calls. So 100, and I guess this would be successful, so where I reach a student, 100 successful phone calls with students. And then my other big goal is that we're gonna start tutorials in Avid, or tutoring. And again, if you're not familiar with Avid and you're in education, I will link it down below so that you can check out their program. It's essentially like a program that supports students in reaching their like higher education goals. So, and then it, you know, provides study skills and, you know, just opportunities to learn, you know, the skills that you're gonna need to be successful in college. So let's see, start tutorials. And I'm not the elective teacher for that class, but I will be helping. I will be doing some things, and I am on the site team, so we all kind of work together. And then, okay, so planning, let's see, planning January right now. I'm feeling, let's see, I'm feeling re-energized as far as school goes. I'm pinning, what am I pinning? Avid ideas, probably on my classroom board. I'm cooking quick meals because I'm back to work. So this doesn't really apply to school. I try to make it, but I'm buying, let's see, what am I buying? Right now, let's see, I'm buying, I guess, planner supplies for getting back on track with teaching stuff. I'm listening to this YouTuber. Her channel is called Too Cool for Middle School. So check her out if you haven't. Too Cool, I'm not a middle school teacher, but she is great. Too Cool for Middle School. I'm celebrating back to school from winter break. Let's see, I'm really inspired by Avid right now. I'm going to our all staff retreat and I'm reading Avid modules right now. Cool. So that is that. So we'll get that guy back in the planner. Super cute. So that is everything that I have for this video, but thank you so much for all of your support. And I will do an actual like plan with me for next week because I do know like how I want to use it. So it'll be a little bit easier to, and I have like things already popping up here. So, oh, there was, let's see. I just want to make sure on the monthly that I have my paydays listed. I don't, because that's important. I have it on my main planner, but I just want to have it also, listed in here so that I can do that. So yeah, I just want to make sure that I know when that's happening. So, and I'll just put like my teaching paydays because my other calendar has all of the other ones from my other income sources on my side stuff. All right, so we'll do a pink one. I love these little payday flags for the monthly. They're so cute and very functional. That's my favorite kind of sticker. Cute and functional. So payday there, and then a payday on the 31st. Just do a blue one. I might need to get another Socialite sticker book. Okay, so that's everything. And then I have to fill in more on my like monthly checklist items, but I figure more will just come up. So I wanna make sure that I leave space for that. And then tasks and notes. I wanted to leave this note space for when we're at like our meeting. So that is everything. I hope that you guys liked this like walkthrough and like dashboard plan with me. I love this setup. I think it's super functional for me as a teacher. It's not big and bulky like my other one was. And I do really love my Harry Potter cover too, I must say. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below. If you want to find Creating in Chaos over on other social platforms, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I am Creating in Chaos on all platforms. However, on Instagram, I am Creating in Chaos Official. So make sure that you find me over there. And if you're one of my current subscribers, thank you so much for all of your love and support. It means the absolute world to me. And here is your internet hug for the day. And by the way, you guys, have fun today.